It's watermelon season, boys. Hello everyone, my name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the start of yet another weekend vlog. It is the long weekend, my friends, and I am so exhausted, so burnt out. I cannot fathom doing anything this week. I forgot 2 different appointments, and I've never done that in my entire life. I write things down, I put them in my calendar on my phone, I remember things, I remind myself of things. This week, both appointments simply vanished from my brain, and I only remembered them hours later. My mom asked me about my car insurance appointment or my car appointment because someone backed into me in a parking lot and left a ding on my car. And I was like, oh my God, I completely forgot. It just vanished from my brain. And then on Thursday, I had therapy. Completely forgot. My therapist emailed me an hour later and she's like, hey, are you good? And I was like, oh my God. Like, there's not even something in my brain that was like nagging me that I was forgetting something. It just vanished. And I spent all of Thursday just in a like angry, irritated fog because I was like, am I forgetting anything else? Which is the worst feeling. So I need a break. Hard stop. Just break. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a live stream tomorrow. If I do, I might just use it for reading. I did secrets. I did start planning book 3, which has been very, very fun. So maybe I'll work on that too. I don't even know if I want to do a live stream tomorrow. I'm so tired. I didn't even do a video this week because I just, 1, didn't have time. I had so much going on in the evenings, and then 2, I was so done. I'm at the end of my tether, my guys. I am in a good mood now because all I've been doing today is sitting at I worked and I did, oh shit, it is 10 o'clock and I have forgotten to do a very important thing, which is finish work for the day. Oh no. Okay. Memory gone. So that's what I'm gonna do now. But I need to submit the rest of the content for a magazine to the designer so we can do that because that's my job. Since work ended, I had my piano lesson and then I went grocery shopping, spent way too much money as always, but I did get a watermelon and a cantaloupe, which is amazing because this means it's summery season. It's watermelon season, the best season of the year. And then I came home and I've just been chilling. I just made pizza for dinner. Wasn't in the mood to make something complex, and I've just been sitting here since reading Poppy War, which is what I'm going to be focusing on this weekend. I will try not to talk too much about it in this vlog because I'm doing a separate vlog for the Poppy War trilogy. So I hope you guys don't mind. I will be talking about other things in this vlog as well as sometimes in my reading. So I'll include my creative stuff. I'll include this new found obsession of mine, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. I was influenced by the sheer amount of Tears of the Kingdom content on my For You page. I was influenced by watching Gab Smolder's playthrough Breath of the Wild. I haven't actually watched her entire playthrough of Breath of the Wild. I've been kind of keeping it a little bit on the back burner because I want to be a little surprised when I'm playing the game. But I've been watching her Tears of the Kingdom playthrough and it's just, I'm so into it, and I wanted to officially start playing my very first Zelda game. So I did. This is gonna sound so stupid, but I went out and I bought a new Switch. This is not new. I bought it on like Facebook Marketplace for a steal because I wanted one that attached to my TV. Because I wanted to be able to play the game on the big screen. But even this screen alone is so much nicer than my Switch Lite. So, and I got that back at the beginning of the pandemic, like everyone was getting Switches for the Animal Crossing game. So yeah, I treated myself to this and to a used version of the Zelda game, which is exciting. But that's probably what I'm gonna be doing most of the weekend, is just relaxing, watching people play through something, maybe watching some more House, playing Legend of Zelda, and probably kind of picking away at RAMBLY Book 3, Project Favor, if you will. I don't think I've called it Project Favor very often in videos, but that's what it's called. Anyways, I gotta send that last thing to my guy, to my designer guy. Oh God, thank God I started this vlog clip. I would have remembered at like 1 a.m. I even sent him an email at the end of the day today because I had to go to my piano lesson. I was like, hey man, I'll get it to you imminently. I just have to run out to an appointment. So I'm sorry to our designer guy who doesn't actually watch these videos because I don't think he knows I do them. But anyways, this is the start of another weekend vlog. To start us off, we are doing more work. I'll catch up with you later. so much brighter on my camera. What the hell? Even the star is losing its mind. Why is it so bright? Ah. There's some birdos making a nest. Look at that. Hello, my lovely friends. Happy Saturday. It's technically Sunday because it's 2 in the morning. But I'm wide awake and I chalk it up to having an iced coffee. Having like the last half of my iced coffee at like 3. And also just like having played so much Zelda today. Today was a good day. It was pretty chill. Nothing really went on. I decided to not do a live stream today because taking a break is nice. So instead, I finished reading The Poppy War, which is great. And I started reading The Dragon Republic as well. So I got lots of reading done. Solidly over 200 to 300 pages read today. Probably more, I'm not entirely sure. But got all that read today and played so much Zelda. And it's right now, like that's what I was doing just now. And which is probably why I'm like wide awake. I've also watched so much of A Crown of Candy from Dimension 20. I'm trying to actually get through this season because I've tried this season so many different times and for some reason I just stopped watching it because I think the beginning is a little bit slower, but I want to watch it because I want to watch Matt Mercer's season because he's doing the Ravening War, which is like 20 years ahead of the events of Crown of Candy. So I need to know the lore of Crown of Candy before I go into the prequel, and I'm so excited about it. So I'm watching that finally. So I was watching that as I was playing Zelda and a little bit of reading Dragon Republic, but I got, funnily enough, really caught up in the show. So I just put the Dragon Republic down. I think I'm on page like 155 or something around there. Very close to the end of part 1. I'll get to that tomorrow. But yeah, again, thoughts will be in my Poppy War vlog. I also went for a lovely little stroll. Gave the bottom of my foot an epic blister. I'm not even kidding you. It's about that big. It hurts to step on it, but the walk was lovely. Just wore the wrong shoes. Next time I will wear runners. Yeah, it's been a good day. It's been lovely and relaxing and just chill. Yeah, that's basically all I did all day. My Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild playing is going very well. I'm surprised at myself at how well I'm doing, even though I die at like the stupidest things. Because I'm not like a gamer, I like as someone as a kid, I've never finished a video game in my life. I think like, well, technically, I guess I could say I finished Animal Crossing because like the storyline in Animal Crossing is done. And I guess you could say I finished Skyrim because the main storyline in Skyrim, the Dragonborn one, I did finish. But I've never finished a proper like storyline of a game before that is like a story built game, because I know both Animal Crossing and Skyrim are very open world, and so is Legend of Zelda. But there is a main storyline in Legend of Zelda that takes forever to play through. So I'm very excited, and I'm doing pretty well, I think. Despite dying all the time, I'm figuring out the puzzles, which is really nice. The only shrines that I haven't been able to complete were one I couldn't access because of like thorns growing out the side of it. I gotta go back to that place and like figure out how to do that. There were 2 shrines that I walked into that are too overpowered for me. They are like, I think one of them is like a modest test of strength and then one's a major test of strength. And I walked in and I was like, the strongest weapon I have is a Boko Goblin club thing, and that's not gonna work. So now I think I have stronger swords, and I'm now in the Zora land, just about to go and find a bunch of shock arrows so that I can help bring down the first divine beast. So I decided I was gonna do like a bunch of little side quests first, but then I was like, you know what? I need to get stronger weapons. I need to go on this quest to like find some stronger weapons, and I was complaining about it out loud to nobody, and I think the game heard, because one of the shrines I walked into literally gave me like 4 different swords, and I was like, this is the best. Thank you. I love swords. I love them so much. They break too easy for me and I need them to just last. That's what I need. I just need swords to last. I don't want to keep having to hunt for swords, you know? But yeah, I'm really enjoying Zelda, which is great. Other than that, didn't do any creative stuff today because I didn't have my live stream, but hopefully next week I'll have it. Next weekend, I am going to be going and staying at mom and dad's to look after Bella for a few days because my dad is getting surgery in Ontario. So they have to go and mom has to drive him, obviously, because after surgery he's not allowed to drive because he's getting his hip redone. So I have to take care of Bella. So I'm gonna be there, but I think I'm going over Saturday night. So hopefully I can have my live stream during the day. And I would like to, once I'm done my like super relaxation weekend, hopefully I'm charged enough to actually get back into the swing of things. I'm going to start like actually properly working on RAMBLY book 3 before I get my beta edits back for Project Luck, or A Little Luck as you guys know, which is book 2, which is coming out this fall. Yes, I sent it out to beta readers and I should have feedback back by June 1st. That's what I asked for it back by. Once I have that, I'm diving into edits right away. I'm gonna go through it and all that kind of stuff because it's been like a month since. It'll be around like 3 weeks to 4 weeks of a space between when I was working on that book and when I'm gonna go back and work on edits. So, but yeah, hopefully once I get those edits back, people have brilliant insights that can help me figure out how to make the story even better, get into the editing process, really hone that stuff down, and then just keep editing. Keep editing over and over and over and over and over. So then I have June, July, August, get it like edited to the max, and then September is gonna be my buffer month, and I hope to have it out for you guys in October. That's the plan anyway. We'll see when in October. I'm still kind of deciding on details. I think probably in June I'll release an official day and an official announcement for that one, but we gotta see. We gotta see how the editing for this one's gonna go, because I know that the writing of this book was a lot more tricky than a second story. So technically, even though I started writing the story back in November, I only had the actual finished first draft at the beginning of May. So this is a tight timeline for this book. And if I have to push it to November, I will. It's just because in my head, November is winter, and this is a fall book. But I know for most people, November is still fall. I just live in Canada where it's snowy as hell. But I really wanted to get this book out so like when people are obsessed about fall books, which is usually like September, October, they'll have this one as well. That's just a me problem. But I also really want to work on book 3 because it's eating a wormhole in my brain. At work a couple days ago, I had like one of my kids didn't show up, so I had a half hour and I knew they weren't coming, so I brought my notebook with me, which is that like nice hardcover, like softer feeling notebook. I don't know, it's over there. I'll show you it at some point, which is what I've wanted to kind of do with this one. I want to do a lot of it by hand. It's going to be a challenge because this hand, one, broke it in 2020, two, I haven't written in long form in a really long time. Like it's been 4 or 5 years since university, which is when I was writing in long form, all my notes and then like 3-hour essays, right? Because, you know, English major. Yeah, it's going to be a fun challenge. I honestly wanted May to be that, to be that challenge, but that just wasn't reasonable. We'll see when I actually like officially start that challenge and like start hashing out like plans and outlines and then actually starting to write it. Hopefully I can write the whole thing by hand. That would be wildly cool if I could do that. I've always wanted to do that ever since I was a kid. I don't know if you guys are like this. This is just gonna be just me talking for so long. I haven't talked to anybody all day. This is great. But I love stationery. And when I was a kid, I always collected stationery and I never wanted to actually use the notebooks because notebooks are so pretty. Or I would use all of them, but only like 3 pages of them because I didn't really know what to fill them with. It was in the back of my head. My parents got me this absolutely gorgeous, huge, intense, like beautifully crafted leather-bound journal from our local store way back. And it's still sitting on my bookshelf at home back at mom and dad. When I was a kid, I was like, no, I will write a novel in that book. I probably won't at this point. But it's always been in the back of my head, like, wouldn't it be cool to write a novel longhand? Because I know a lot of authors do that. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to do a lot of longhand stuff, but anytime I have, I remember back, I think it was Christmas 2021, after I had moved was feeling so burnt out. The creativity just wasn't there. It was Christmas 2021. I was reading The Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne, and I got the idea for the opening chapter of Project Dragon. I was sitting at my parents' place. I was sitting in my old bedroom with a different bed, and I was just feeling out of sorts because it's so weird to be in your old bedroom without your bed there, you know? I had my notebook with me because I knew, I was like, I always have to bring a notebook with me no matter what because I might get ideas. I didn't bring my laptop with me, so I didn't have that to like write on. So I got my notebook out and I wrote the entire chapter, start to finish, but longhand. There's something so magical about the way that writing by hand kind of eliminates the noise in my head because I can't write as fast as my brain is thinking, which is the one reason why I usually type stuff out because I can type as fast as my brain is going. But when I'm working on my computer, my brain is going so fast that it jumps and gets a lot of distractions. So I'm thinking maybe if I write by longhand, this challenge is the whole thing. What I'm thinking it's going to help me figure out is if writing longhand can help me kind of eliminate those distractions a little bit and just kind of boil down the story to what it needs to be. Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's going to be a writing experiment video. And I figured why not make it actually like beneficial to me that I'm not just writing anything by longhand. We're working on Project Favorite. So that's the plan. I don't know why I'm rambling about that, but yeah, no creative work was done this weekend. Maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure, but there's also Monday as well, which is so nice to feel like, even though it's like basically 2:15 in the morning right now, and thinking about how like usually sitting here right now, I'd be like, if tomorrow's the last day of the weekend, so I gotta like, you know, Sunday scaries kick in. No, we have 2 days left. And I'm so excited about that. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. If mom and dad come home from the cabin tomorrow, then I'm going over for dinner. If they don't, I'm gonna go over to their house and pick up a basil bowl that they got me, like the big plant bowl from Costco. And I'm going to plant it here because I have a little like hanging planter on my balcony this year that my mom got me a little oregano plant for. And I'm gonna have that massive basil plant, so I'm gonna like split that up in it. That's the goal. Tomorrow, hopefully get more of the Dragon Republic read. I'm liking the beginning of Dragon Republic a lot more than the beginning of the Poppy War. I haven't really explained this in my other video yet, but yeah, it's going well. It's going well. The Poppy War reread went a lot better than the first time. Definitely enjoyed it more, but there are some issues about it that I do talk about in that video. So, exciting things. Anyway, I have been talking for 15 minutes solid, so I'm gonna go. And I will get you guys tomorrow, but that's the update for the day. Whole lot of nothing, whole lot of Zelda. It's great. Hello, my lovely friends. Happy Sunday. I just got home from a little gallivant around the city, a little poke around, if you will. First I went to Valley Village, which is great. I was hoping to find some like really oversized t-shirts, but unfortunately the largest size they had there was an XL, and that is tight. So I just got some books instead. I got the Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. I have had this book and gotten rid of it so many times. I swear I'm gonna read it this time. I really liked Piranesi by Susanna Clarke, so I'll give her fantasy a try. And I also got A New Spring, which is the prequel for The Wheel of Time, of course. So I'm gonna pop that there. I saw it and I was like, well, that's coming home with me, no matter what. I got Douglas Adams' The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the entire collection, which is exciting because I wanted to get this from my library. I wanted to get like The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy from the library, but I missed the hold on it. So Thursday was my last day that I could go get it and then I had to pay a fine, like $1, but I forgot. So I am happy that I found it at the thrift store, so yay for that. Then I went to Warehouse 1 to noodle around again, hoping to find some like oversized shirts, because I know Warehouse 1 actually carries plus sizes for women at least, and there weren't any for men, which is where the graphic tees were. There was a really lovely Dungeons and Dragons one that I wanted, but it only came in like medium and large. They didn't have any in the 4 or 5 XL, which is what I want. That's like my Scanlan shirt is huge. It was honestly a mistake. I ordered from Critical Role and I had ordered a 3X, but they ended up sending me a 5X instead. And I was like, this is the wrong size, but I love it. So favorite shirt now. I wear it all the time. But I did find this really lovely cardigan. Let me show ya. That is absolutely massive and very long. But let me see if I can. So it's really, really long, really cozy, huge, but it feels like I'm wearing a blanket. And I got these shorts because I was looking for a nice new comfy shorts to wear. And both of these were on their sale racks, and it was 50% off the last ticketed price, and this ticketed price was $22 and the pants were $10. So I got both of them for like $18 in total. It was a steal. But I'm sweating, so I'm gonna take this off. But yeah, then I went to Mom and Dad's. They're still at the lake, so I just went to go pick up a couple things from there because they had bought me a couple things this week. Stole a couple croissants from them, frozen croissants, but they had gotten me boom chicken pop and a basil bowl, which is currently sitting on my balcony now. So yeah, pretty good day otherwise. I apologize for my air if you can hear it, but now I'm gonna get back on my couch. That blister from yesterday's walk is killing me. And I've been walking around trying to like not walk on it, which is impossible when it's on the like palm of your foot, right? Or whatever this is, the heel, not your heel, the toe bed, if you will, of your foot. So now my ankle hurts because I've been doing this and walking on like the one side of my foot all day. I'm gonna sit and probably read a little bit more of the Dragon Republic, watch a little bit more content, all that good stuff. But first and foremost, I'm gonna make myself a smoothie because I want one. So, but yeah, that's the update for the day. I'm very happy about this hardback purchase. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, a trilogy in 5 parts. I've heard that the first one's the best, but like now I have the whole thing. So love that for me. What a good day. Would have been better if I could find some shirts, but I might just have to order something online. I've been eyeing one of the shirts from Dimension 20, not from Dimension 20, from Dropout, because it's like, you know, their like musical that they did, the improv musical. I think the town is called Modsport. It's where the ocean, or where the mountains meet the sea, is their tagline. And the shirt on Dropout is so cute that like I want it, even though I haven't actually watched the musical. That's the only reason I haven't gotten it yet, because I haven't watched the musical, and I'm like, is that weird if I get this merch and it's for something I haven't even watched? But yeah, I gotta kind of mosey around, see if I can find really, really big cozy shirts, because that's what I love to be in the summer, is oversized cozy t-shirts. Like this one's not bad. I did buy this one off of Etsy, but it shrunk a little bit in the wash, so it's not as like huge as I want it to be. Like my Scanlan shirt's basically a dress on me if it was a few inches longer. But anyways, I'm just rambling now. This is the rambly vlog. The catch-up vlog, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna make my smoothie and then I'm gonna get to just relaxing. Hello friends, welcome to 2 a.m. me once again. It's been a pretty good Sunday overall, my friends. I didn't really do a whole lot other than my jaunt around the city earlier, but I did read a fair bit of the Dragon Republic, which is great. I love to see it. I'm now, I think, 450 pages in, so I only have a little bit left. Because it's 600, almost 700 pages, this one. So I'm gonna try to polish that tomorrow and start the 3rd book tomorrow. I can't really say that I'm enjoying these reads, but it's going much better than the first time I read The Poppy War, and I'm glad that I'm going right into the 2nd, and that I will be going right into the 3rd as well, because having this whole story in my mind at one time is so much better than splitting it into pieces and reading one like back in 2020 or 2019, whenever I did 2020, I think. It must have been 2020 or 2021 when I read The Poppy War for the first time, and then just not ever really picking up the 2nd ever. We all know with my memory, there's just no way that I'm going to be doing that and remembering anything about the series at all. So I've actually been considering kind of starting an actual like book journal that I've been seeing people do on TikTok and on Bookstagram for a bit, where I actually give like a full page or more to each book that I read throughout the year and jot my notes down, kind of like little things that I can remember, the summaries, the characters, that kind of stuff, because my memory is so bad. Like even when I do my wrap-ups at the end of the month, some of the books at the beginning of the month, I don't remember the characters' names. That's how bad it is. I think if I did that, at the moment what I'm doing in my bullet journal, which I use as my planner as well, I have like a little square where I can like write like one sentence contents of my thoughts kind of a thing, is like how I feel about the book, or if there's anything really pressing at the end of the book that I'm like, this was awful, or this was amazing, loved this about this. It's got enough space for that. It's got enough space for like the star rating and the author and stuff. But I don't know, do you guys have book journals? I think it would be an interesting way of like being a more active reader. I think I am an active reader, always have been since like university, and the concept of active reading was introduced into my mind by one of my professors by saying you always read with a pen in your hand, or at least a pencil, so that you can underline and jot notes and jot your thoughts and stuff in the margins of the book, so that you can, you know, keep your thoughts in place and you are a more active reader. Like you're like being conscious about what you're reading and not just letting your brain flit over sentences and not really retain anything. I think actually like taking notes as well might help that. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? I don't know. It feels so weird to start it like in the middle of the year too, so I would have to go back and do that for all 45 books that I've read this year so far, which is so many books. I guess it would be a good test of my memory. Maybe that could be a fun video. Once I hit 50 books read this year, I could go back and do like a trying to remember everything about the books that I've read so far this year. Like implementing it into a book journal. I think it'd be fun. Who knows? I've been thinking about book journaling properly so that I can remember what I read. And if I do read the first of a book, then I can, and when I go to read the sequel, I don't have to reread it. I can go to my book journal page, remind myself of my thoughts and what happened in the book, and then go to the sequel. You guys let me know. Do you guys do book journals? Do you guys keep track of your reading in any way? I do 4 different places. I do in my bullet journal, as I just said. I also do on Goodreads and Storygraph. I use both because I have friends on both, so I'm gonna be using both for the foreseeable future, which I don't mind. I like Storygraph's stats feature, but I like a Goodreads like feature where you can see your friends' reads a little bit easier than you can with Storygraph. And then I also use my Compile spreadsheet as always. But anyways, I'm going to call it here for the night because I'm not tired. Sleeping schedule's terrible, but I need to go to bed so that I have a day tomorrow. But it's off as well. Monday's off, one more day of the weekend. I'm so excited to have one more day off. Ooh, all day today I've been like in a good mood because I just keep remembering that tomorrow is another weekend day. Like I was driving around the city today. The whole time I had to keep reminding myself it was Sunday. And then I was just like, oh yeah, but it's a lovely Sunday because it's like a Saturday. Like I have another day, and that feels so nice because I don't know what it is about like 2-day weekends. Like the first day just goes by so quickly, and then you're sitting there and the second day you're on Sunday and you're like, tomorrow I have to go back to work, and you're just burdened with that. I feel like every weekend should be a 3-day weekend because you need that extra day to really recharge. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but I feel like most people do. Just because life is so much and we need to take better care of ourselves. And I haven't been doing too great at that recently. I've been trying to keep myself more sane and less burnt out with all of the second story rush that was going on in the past few months, but it's been nice to have this little bit of a break creatively and also this weekend to like catch up on some stuff. Speaking of a second story, it's live. Go order it if you haven't, and rate and review please if you have. I would love that. Helps me out on the Bezos site and on Goodreads and all that. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'll chat to you tomorrow for Monday. Happy Monday. I 100% forgot it was Monday today and didn't finish this vlog and didn't edit this vlog. It is now 2 a.m. I look like this. I have a headache brewing and I don't have a vlog for you guys. And I'm so sorry that this is gonna go up late. I literally have no explanation other than I forgot. And that is the worst explanation known to man. But apparently that's the only explanation I have for the past few freaking weeks, days. I don't know. I've forgotten so many things. So I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that, but I hope you enjoy the vlog when it goes up Wednesday morning instead of Tuesday. Anyways, today's been good. Otherwise, not a lot has gone on. I did finish reading The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang today. Really liked it a lot more than the first book. Not a lot more. Both books are good, but I think it did. I think it did better than the first book. Played a lot of Zelda. Got stuck on the Water Blight Ganon fight, but I did it. I had to like travel out of there and go get more bow and arrows. Bows, because I was completely out of bows, and you need that. You need them to fight the second half of the Water Blight fight. I didn't know that. I had used them all to get into Ruta, the elephant. Anyways, went to Mom and Dad's, had dinner there, which is probably why I thought it was Sunday, because I do that on Sundays. Hung out with them, came home, played a little more Zelda, and watched a few episodes of House. Probably more than a few, because it's now 2 a.m., but that was my Monday. And tomorrow back to work, but I'm a little concerned about my brain forgetting things so easily. That's now the third thing I've forgotten in a week. That's concerning to me. So again, I'm sorry. But yeah, this weekend has been good though. Definitely needed. I feel a lot more rejuvenated, if you will. Still tired, and it's not a complete perfect fix, but I think this weekend of relaxation was a good plan on my part. Even though it seems to not have fixed my memory at all. I'm so bothered by that. Oh my god. I know I always complain that my memory is a sieve when it comes to like books and stuff, but I don't forget things like this though. Like, I don't forget appointments. I don't forget to do vlogs and stuff. Oh my god. Anyways, giving myself a headache a little bit, being so concerned. It's fine. It's probably just stress. Anyways, Dragon Republic done, Poppy Wart done, played a lot of Zelda. Hopefully I will have the Burning God done. I didn't start it because I was watching House, but hopefully I will have that done soon so you guys can have the Poppy Wart vlog as well. But yeah, what a weekend. What a weekend. Full of Zelda and content watching and relaxing and reading. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll close with the vlog tomorrow. Good night. Hello, my lovely friends. Happy Tuesday. And welcome to the end of this vlog. I do hope you've enjoyed. Despite my rambling and my very little focus on actually reading in this vlog, I do, again, apologize. Just didn't read anything other than my Poppy War books, and I'm reading that for another vlog. So hopefully you'll have that content soon. But yes, this weekend, what did I do? Played so much Zelda, relaxed, recharged. I feel better now. Not entirely back to 100%, but when was I ever at 100% to begin with? Let's be real. But yes, before we do sign off, I do have a haul. So I did get a little book outlet order today. Very fun and exciting. I picked up these 3 graphic novels, which are all Critical Role graphic novels. I was kind of digging through to see if they had this one specifically because it is the volume 3 of Vox Machina's Origins, and I've read both the first and the second, and I love them so much, and I was so happy to find this one on their site because graphic novels are so expensive. I understand why they are expensive, but I can't talk myself into buying them full price all the time unless I have a little bit of extra money hanging around. So the fact that I found it on Book Outlet for like $13, I love it. I also found these 2, which are the Yasha Mighty Nine Origins and the Jester Mighty Nine Origins, which is very fun. I have the Caleb one, which I only gave like 3 stars to because it's not really a story, but I saw these on there, and these are my favorite characters, my girls from the Mighty Nine, so I needed to have them just for the art. And because then it kind of like grows my little bit of Critical Role graphic novel collection. I got 3 books. So I picked up The Murder of Mr. Wickham by Claudia Gray, which is a Jane Austen inspired murder mystery, I think. I don't know. I have been seeing this and eyeing it for so long. So I figured when I saw it on Book Outlet for really cheap, might as well pick it up and read it. It'll be a fun summer read. I also picked up Legends of Lattes, which I was Baldry, the paperback version, because I maimed my paperback version that I had, which is his original self-published version, and I have it bound in a hardback now. So I wanted this cover back, and so I can have it on display. And I just like the paperback so much. When I saw it on Book Outlet, I just had to. And then I also picked up Green Glass House by Kate Milford. I was about to say Milton. Kate Milford. This is a little middle grade That is one of my favorites that I have ever read. And I was so excited to see it on Book Outlet so that I could actually own a copy of it now. Because it's rare that I buy books now that I have already read, unless I am like desperate to add it to my collection. Or in this case, that I see it on Book Outlet or at the thrift store or for cheap. Because I have already read it, I don't go out of my way to buy a copy. It pleases me to no end when I find it for cheap, so I can add it to my library and enjoy it there. And I feel like this one's gonna be a really good one to reread. It just is so cozy and sweet. And yeah, I'm excited to have these now. I'm excited to have Legends of Lattes in paperback form and to read this Murder of Mr. Wickham book eventually. But yeah, I have officially only really added one book to my TBR with this haul, which is this one. And of course these 3 graphic novels, but that won't take me long at all. I'm behind on my reading goal, so maybe I will add these 3 to my reading list and kind of power through them this week sometime so that I can enjoy some good Critical Role content. With that, my friends, I think I'm gonna leave it here. I will catch you in another video very soon. Stay kind and keep on reading.